Call or click and see how easy it is to schedule your windshield replacement today.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today, a Catawba County man will spend years in prison following a conviction in a kidnapping case. 51-year-old Bronson Midkiff was sentenced to 15 to 19 years after pleading guilty in Catawba County Superior Court. Officials say the case began December 28th of last year at a gathering at a friend's home. They say a woman agreed to give him a ride, but Midkiff turned aggressive, grabbing the wheel and her hair and telling her to keep driving. Investigators say the suspect tried to pull her closer, but she escaped and ran from the car and got help from a passing driver who called 911. Authorities say Midkiff then stole the car and led police on a chase, driving more than 15 miles an hour over the limit. He was arrested a short time later, and police say he was wearing the victim's hoodie, trying to use it as pants. You can get more details on this case at WHKY.com. A Hickory man is headed to prison after a fentanyl trafficking conviction. 33-year-old Garius Linebarger was sentenced to 12 to 16 years after pleading guilty in Catawba County Superior Court. Officials say officers searched his home during a compliance check in March of 2024. They found a white powder in a storage bin along with digital scales and several plastic bags in his bedroom. Authorities say the substance tested positive for a trafficking amount of fentanyl. Officials say Linebarger admitted he was holding the drugs and planned to sell them for an inmate. More details on this case as well at our website. With information on an arrest following a reported crash and chase, here's WHKY's Ariana Mack.
A Catawba County man was taken into custody following a hit-and-run crash and a vehicle chase Wednesday. According to the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, troopers were alerted to a crash in which the driver fled the scene. A pursuit was initiated with assistance from Alexander County deputies and Taylorsville police. The chase continued until it came to an end on Highway 16 north of Taylorsville, where the suspect was taken into custody. Authorities identified the driver as 32-year-old James Wallace Clark of Hickory. He is facing multiple charges, including felony flee to elude arrest with a motor vehicle, hit and run, failure to heed blue lights and siren, reckless driving to endanger, driving left of center, driving with license revoked, and 2 counts of resisting arrest. Clark was jailed in the Alexander County Jail under a $50,000 secured bond. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Ariana Mack.
Thanks, Ariana. A Lincoln County woman was arrested and charged with stealing from a church. Deputies say 61-year-old Hope Rendleman Corley of Iron Station was taken into custody on Wednesday. The case involves Mount Vernon Missionary Baptist Church in Iron Station. Lincoln County Sheriff's Office investigators say money was reported missing in early March. They say Corley, who was the church treasurer, took the funds for personal use. The Sheriff's Office says the theft happened over several months from June of last year through February of this year. In total, about $80,000 was reported missing. Corley has been charged with embezzlement. She was placed in jail under a $50,000 secured bond. The investigation is continuing. Up next, information on 3 separate arrests across the region, including drug charges in Iredell County, a larceny case in Lincoln County, and a felony arrest in Hickory. WHKY's David Cedrone reports.
All right, thank you, Rob. Starting in Iredell County, a man was arrested following a traffic stop Sunday evening on Chernersburg Highway. Deputies say a K-9 alerted to narcotics during the stop, leading to the discovery of roughly 24 grams of methamphetamine inside the vehicle. 53-year-old Brian Lowell Dalton was taken into custody and charged with felony possession with intent to sell or deliver methamphetamine, along with additional charges. He's being held on a $50,000 secure bond. Over to Lincoln County, a Lincolnton man is facing felony larceny charges following vandalism investigation involving construction equipment. 42-year-old Michael Morgan Poole was arrested after deputies identified him as a person of interest in the case. Poole received a $20,000 secure bond and was taken to the Harvard A. Krause Detention Center. And in Hickory, police arrested 29-year-old Thames Davidson, who is listed as homeless. He is charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and obtaining property by false pretenses. Davidson is being held in the Catawba County Detention Facility under a $5,000 bond. Court dates scheduled later this month. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. A Stony Point woman is charged with parole violation. 23-year-old Cheyenne Nicole Krause was taken into custody by the Alexander County Sheriff's Office on April 2nd. She was charged with parole violation and resisting arrest. She was placed in the Alexander County Detention Center under $25,000 bond. And that's our crime report for today. Thank you for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay right here. Jason Savage is up next. He has local sports.